Hey guys and gals, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I want to talk about what if you are completely wrong. And I know some people are saying, what? What are you telling me? What are you going to say next? So what if you're completely wrong about all of your limiting beliefs, about your opinion about yourself? What if the self-talk and the self-criticism and even the self-hatred is all based on, that basically is not true? What if you're completely wrong with all of this self-judgment and self-critical thoughts? What if you're completely wrong about your inability to feel your emotions safely? What if you're completely wrong about your inability to get rid of this TMS or this chronic pain or this too much stress? What if you're completely wrong about your ability to feel comfortable socially? And what if you're completely wrong about your ability to have a difficult conversation with somebody? What if you're completely wrong? How much suffering are we putting upon ourselves through these limiting beliefs and judgments about ourselves? What if you realize at some point that your worst critic in the world and the person who has put you down the most in this world is ourselves, yourself, right? Now, not placing blame here. Most of us were taught these things. Most of us grew up in an environment where we learned that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not capable enough. We were taught certain emotions are not cool. Don't show them, and don't let them see you cry. Don't get angry. You're not allowed to get angry. You've made a vow to yourself that I'm never going to be like my asshole father, who was a really angry guy who raged a lot, right? So we didn't decide to have these self-critical thoughts and beliefs about ourselves. They were given to us by somebody else usually. And then through reinforcement and evidence, we look, I'm not good enough, so we look for evidence that we're not good enough. And we look for evidence that we're going to be abandoned in the future because we were abandoned as a child. Our parents were never there for us and didn't really support us the way we felt we should have been. And so, we've got all of these limiting beliefs and self-critical thoughts and self-judgments. But again, what if you're completely wrong about all of that? What if you're really quite an amazing person? What if you can shift your belief about yourself from this broken, damaged, weak person who can't handle things to somebody who survived some pretty bad programming years ago and developed some really important coping mechanisms, both physically and emotionally, to get through the day? And so, what if you're completely wrong about all the things that you believe negatively about yourself? I'm here to suggest that falling in love with yourself and being your own best friend is one of the more important things you can do. Self-compassion, self-care. How often are you doing things for others and putting yourself last? We've got to really start treating ourselves as if we're somebody we care about and are responsible for taking care of. Because it's infuriating to the inner self, to the inner child, to yourself, to always be taking care of other people. And invariably we judge that they don't even appreciate it. And how infuriating is that? So look, what if you're completely wrong? What if you're completely wrong about your belief about your body? What if you are completely on the fence and you think, well, I've abused my body through exercising too much. I've ignored the pains for too long and I didn't get things checked out, so I wore out the body and now I'm screwed forever. What if you're wrong about that? What if you just have TMS, too much stress? What if your body's actually fine and these are normal signs of aging? Yeah, sometimes athletes can wear on their bodies a little bit more, but that doesn't mean you're destined to a lifetime of pain. It just means you've got a little bit faster signs of aging that don't necessarily cause pain. So what if your belief about your digestive and immune system and your gut biome is completely staring at the symptoms but not the cause? What if your belief that your body is giving up on you is completely wrong? What if you're completely wrong about all of these limiting, self-doubting, self-critical beliefs that we're frail and easily broken and weak, and that your body is falling apart on you? What if you're wrong about all that? If you've done the homework and you've learned about TMS, mind-body syndrome, psychophysiological pain disorder, or disorders in general, symptoms and disorders, stress illness, distraction pain, if you've done that gathering of knowledge and you understand it, and you've kind of connected the dots and say, yep, this is me, then so many of those beliefs about your body giving up on you can be discarded. You've already connected the dots. You already have proof that this is what's going on with me. And once you get that proof, case closed. No more investigation needed, right? And then you can really just focus on the mindset stuff, developing that attitude of indifference about your pain and symptoms, and working on the emotional discovery so you can teach your brain that these emotions are actually safe and that I can handle them. And it's no more complex than that. Get the knowledge, do the assessment, do the emotional discovery, soothe yourself, stop caring about the symptoms, get the mindset figured out. And I've got lots of videos about mindset. And essentially what you're doing is you're convincing your subconscious brain that all these stories you've been telling yourself about how weak you are, both emotionally and physically, and how your body's falling apart, and that you can't handle certain emotions or you can't handle certain social situations, you're going to basically sell yourself on the fact that those are all lies. They're all false statements. And when I say, what if you're completely wrong about all your limiting beliefs and self-judgments, I literally mean it. I'm encouraging you to check and really validate, are these statements I'm saying about myself and my body accurate and based on truth? Or is it just based on fear and programs that we've been given long ago, or conclusions we made on our own that I can't feel certain emotions because they're unsafe and they make me a socially unacceptable person. They make me a crazy person like my dad. So I'm asking you, suggesting to you, to challenge your beliefs, to challenge your thoughts. And say, what if they weren't true? Because invariably what you're going to find, if you really just do some, conscious thinking about this stuff, you'll say, you know what? It's not true. And then at that point, you've got to really start honing in your awareness. What am I thinking on a day-to-day basis? What is my internal critic saying on a day-to-day basis? And when you become aware of the fact that you are repeating to yourself these limiting beliefs and, self-critical thoughts, you've got to go, time out, stop. If you walk around saying, why is my body so messed up? What emotion am I feeling? Shift back to the emotional world. Shift away from the symptoms to the emotional world. Once you've done that, soothe yourself. If your mind goes back to the symptoms, hey, what am I grateful for right now? Gratitude. I posted an article about a week ago that was all about gratitude and how it literally changes our nervous system. Develop a gratitude practice. These things matter. So when I say, what if you're completely wrong about yourself? It's not an insult. It's an opportunity and an invitation to question your own beliefs about yourself, your own thoughts about yourself, your own critical inner roommate that just chatters at you all day long. Question it and say, what if that's actually not true? And what you're going to find is that your awareness opens up and says, maybe I'm not broken. Maybe I'm not weak. Maybe I'm not fragile. Maybe I've got a lot more to give to this world and to myself than I initially believed. So just challenge your inner dialogue and your beliefs and your statements about yourself. What if none of it is true? And what if you're an amazing person who's really just been given the wrong set of instructions by our parents and our upbringing and our environment? And now the great news is, as an adult, you get to challenge those assumptions and beliefs and decisions that you've made before and reframe them and make some new decisions moving forward. So, if you're watching this video because you're in pain or have other chronic symptoms, just know that it's all TMS, it's all stress illness. You can get better. Stop telling yourself you're going to be the one person who won't, because you'll believe it if you say it often enough. And so, what if your limiting beliefs are all incorrect? What if you're completely wrong about yourself as it relates to all your negative thinking? I would venture to say that as you really evaluate each of these negative beliefs, you're going to realize that you're actually okay. You're a good person. You are good enough. You can be pain-free. You will be pain-free. And so let me know what you think. Comment below. Tell me if this concept in this video is helpful. I got behind a tree somehow, so the lighting got off of my face. Yeah, let me know what you think. And again, challenge these limiting beliefs and negative thoughts about yourself, because invariably, they're not true. I don't believe they're true. I don't think you should believe they're true. So, let me know what you think about this video. Did you get any ahas or realizations here? You're going to start treating yourself differently, questioning these limiting beliefs? Let me know. Comment below, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. We'll see you soon.